It has been a minute since I have done like a perfume roundup kind of haul. We have a lot to go over here, especially if you like gourmand fragrances. You're gonna want to snack for this one. Let's get into it. Let's start with this brand here, Theodores Kalotinis. I have 4 perfumes from them. This is more of a niche brand, so you can find their scents on sites like Lucky Scent, which is where I typically get a lot of my more hard to find or niche brands. A lot of my gourmands come from there because they just have everything, and these are actually pretty affordable too. And let me say, these are true gourmands. They truly smell like what they are called, what they're describing. They smell like you could literally eat them, which essentially is what a gourmand is. Let's start with this one here. This is called Pear Gelato. This one came out in the last few months, probably more towards summer because it kind of is a springy, summery scent, but it is truly delicious. And if you guys like pear, you're going to love this. I feel like pear is kind of a unique note to come by in perfume. And I know I have a lot of Bath & Body Works lovers on my page. If you guys remember, Bath & Body Works Pear Creme Brulee. This is like the perfume version of that. It is so decadent. It smells like a fluffy, airy pear, truly ice cream. And it's not a super heavy, syrupy pear like the one that you get in Kayali Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. It's fluffy, light, a true pear note. And it is just so delicious. I'm surprised how much I love this one because I remember Pear Creme Brulee wasn't my favorite from Bath & Body Works, but this one is done so well. The next 3, these all released together. They dropped 3 new gourmand scents in their line. First being this lovely cinnamon rolls fragrance. Now it's interesting, I feel like I've recently gotten more into cinnamon scents. I didn't used to love them, but now, especially for fall and winter, they just feel really nice and cozy. And this one, it truly smells like cinnamon roll dough. It is really nice. I feel like you get more of the cinnamon glazed icing, kind of more in the dry down, but wow, it's really a little bit spicy. It's a little buttery. Kind of smells like a Bath & Body Works cinnamon roll candle, to be honest, but it smells really good. I do really like this one, but my favorite in the line has to be the pistachio latte. I'm just a sucker for a pistachio scent. I know there's been a lot lately, but this one might quite honestly be in the top spot because it is truly the essence of pistachio. Oh, it is so yummy. To me, this one starts out a little similar, a little reminiscent of the Kayali Pistachio Gelato, but that fades pretty quickly. It's mostly like this blast of coolness I get in the opening that reminds me of the Kayali, where there's something fruity going on mixed with the pistachio, but then that doesn't last too long, and then you get like the real creamy nuttiness of a true pistachio. And yeah, this is just, it's done so well. Like truly, this is definitely my top pistachio fragrance. It truly smells like legit pistachio oil or like a pistachio extract, and it's pretty strong as well. So I am very impressed with this one. I am throwing some of the notes on the screen as well if you want like the full notes too. Now the one that I didn't really love is actually the Bubblegum Factory. I was pretty excited for this one, but it seems like bubblegum scents are like really hard to please me. My favorite of all time is actually the Bath & Body Works Mist, the Bubblegum Pop, because that one just smells like true double bubble bubblegum. This one I almost smell strawberry candy, and I'm not a big fan of strawberry candy like scents. Like think strawberry soda from Bath & Body Works where it's like ultra almost like too sweet. I don't get a ton of bubblegum. Yes, there's like a light, maybe powdery note that almost resembles a little bit of bubblegum, but honestly, this one just reminds me mostly of strawberry candy. Is that a bad thing? No, but just with my taste, that's really not my kind of scent profile. I like strawberry scents, but not when it's strawberry candy, and I feel like a lot of the strawberry scents tend to lean in a strawberry candy way, where it's almost like a little powdery fizzy. So I didn't really love this one. I just had different expectations for what I was gonna get from it. Speaking of strawberry candy, let's talk about this just real quick. I already did a dedicated review on this, but this is a strawberry scent that I can get down with. And I know not everyone loves this. They say it's cheap. It smells like Bath and Body Works. Let's not do the Gourmand Perfume slander here, okay? I'm kind of tired of people who say anything that's sweet or gourmand is juvenile. And I just want to say we all have different tastes and preferences, and just because something isn't floral or leathery or sandalwood doesn't mean it's a juvenile fragrance, okay? I love this, and things can smell like Bath and Body Works, and that doesn't make them cheap either, because Bath and Body Works has dupes for $200 perfumes, $300 perfumes as well. So is that making those perfumes cheap too? I don't know. They're literally made by the same perfumers that make your expensive perfumes. So let's stop with that slander, okay? Sassy Leah is coming out, but I truly love this one. It reminds me a little bit of Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth, a little bit of Strawberry Snowflakes from Bath and Body Works. It's like a strawberry powdered marshmallow goodness, and it's not very candy-like. It's more fluffy, more like a true marshmallow, which I really like, because you don't get that super sickeningly sweet kind of notes that are in like the bubblegum factory. I just think this one is done just right, and it smells exactly like the name, Yum Bougie Marshmallow. So still loving this fragrance. I know a lot of you guys are liking it as well. Now I do have the two new scents from Maison Mataha that just launched. This brand, they only used to have one perfume in their line, which is Escapade Gourmand, but let me tell you, that scent went so viral, and it truly is such a good one. It smells like a creme brulee, a true creme brulee. I love it so much. It's in one of my top 10s for life. So when I saw they were releasing two new gourmands, of course I had to try them. I hate that this brand is so expensive. So one, I ordered a full size, and one I did order a sample because I wasn't sure if I was going to love it. So we have Brownie Pop and then Evasion Bonbon. So let's talk about Evasion Bonbon first, because it's funny. It's giving strawberry candy again. Like, I don't know what is up with this scent profile, but it is everywhere. And I will say I am glad I just got a sample, because it wasn't what I was expecting. And to be honest, I probably would have ordered the full size if I did not just buy the kayali, because I was so pleased with this one. I was like, I don't know if they can really beat that for me. So yeah, I'm glad I just got this sample. I will say I transferred my little guy into a spray. They don't give you very much in here, but they do sell these little samples on Lucky Scent for like $5. So it's nice before spending $200 on a perfume. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this one again on me, but yeah, it's giving a very similar, almost strawberry fizzy candy. A little reminiscent of Bubblegum Factory, a little reminiscent of Bath and Body Works strawberry soda, but a little bit more fizzy. But it is very sweet. I'm getting a little bit more marshmallow fluffiness in the dry down, but it's not for me. I'm glad I didn't buy a full size. I think it's nice, but it's not one that I would want to wear a lot. Like, it's listing caramel in the notes here. I'm not really getting that. There is some jasmine ylang-ylang that do come out as well in the mid. And then there's a vanilla musk in the dry down, but yeah, I'm not in love with that one. I do really like though the brownie pop, so I'm glad that I did get the full size of this one, but I will say it does remind me of something I already have in my collection. But this one was quite surprising. Seeing the notes of this, the whole scent profile and the notes are some of my favorite notes in perfume, so I knew I was going to love this no matter what. It is really nice. There's popcorn in here, biscuit. There's supposed to be chocolate, because brownie pop, it's kind of like brownie and popcorn mixed together. I don't really get much chocolate, but I'm getting more of a caramely biscuit vanilla. There's like some musk in the mid as well, but the dry down is really pretty. What it does remind me of is actually Jousset Accident à la Vanille. These two I think are really similar, and it's in a similar family to the Sol de Janeiro number 71, which is one of my favorites. But I feel like I would have been a little bit more excited for the brownie pop if it didn't smell so similar to the Jousset, because this brand these are beast mode. These are insanely strong, so I do like this one a little bit more, and these are a tiny bit cheaper too. But this brand, in my opinion, is like the queens of gourmands. This one, I still feel like it lasts a decent amount of time, but it's not like super strong like the Jousset ones are. Like if you've tried Escapade Gourmand, you know what I mean. They're still long lasting though. There's a difference between strength and longevity in fragrances. And yeah, I think these have good longevity, but not the most strength. If you are wanting more of like a true chocolate brownie, again, this brand also on Lucky Set, this is Jousset. La Gourmande is one you're gonna want to try, because this is like a true brownie with hazelnut drizzled on top. Like one of the most edible, yummy, actually good chocolate scents that I've tried, because I feel like a chocolate scent is really hard to nail. But if you want true brownie, I would try this. And I think some people are a little bit worried about like the popcorn note in this, and it's definitely there, but I feel like it works. Like again, if you guys like 71, which a lot of people compare to popcorn, and the Accident à la Vanille also reminds me of popcorn a little bit too. Like a carameled popcorn with biscuit is kind of what I'm getting from Brownie Pop. I think it's a little overpriced for what you get. I still prefer Escapade Gourmand out of all three of these. But I mean, it's a nice scent, it's a profile I like, but I just have similar in my collection. I do have another new one from Jousset again. This is their Ciao Bella Pistachio. This one, I will say, I've been going in between with this one. It's been taking me a lot of testing to come up with my thoughts on this one, because it does start out a little bit too alcohol-y. Like it's almost a little astringent where it burns my nose a little bit. So the opening, it does kind of turn me off a little bit, I will say. But Ciao Bella Pistachio is supposed to be kind of like a true ice cream decadent pistachio dessert. It literally smells like pistachio extract again, and kind of like almond extract as well. Out of these pistachio scents, I do prefer the pistachio latte from Theodores Kalotinis. This one's just a little too astringent. This one just isn't like top tier for me, and I really thought it was gonna be like 10 out of 10, but I truly do like the pistachio latte a bit more. This one I think is definitely a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. I think it's the marzipan that's in here that kinda isn't working for me, and it's sad because I love marzipan, I love almond paste kind of scents, but they can be so hit or miss. And unfortunately, this one is a bit missing. I feel like it's going to be a nice layerable one though, so I don't want to like get rid of it or anything like that, because I want to keep it in my collection. I do want to do like a full-on pistachio video, but this would not be in like my top 3 pistachios, I would say. Definitely go for pistachio latte instead if you're browsing Lucky Scent. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see a full-on pistachio perfume, because I feel like I have a lot in my collection, especially since that's been kind of the trending note of the year. Let's talk about these new releases from Snif. We have 2, I would consider them gourmands. We have Honey Sweet and also Naughty Nonna. I don't know if it's, I think it's Nonna or Nonna, Nonna, because I think it's supposed to be kind of like a grandma. But Naughty Nonna, this one is so nice. This is from their No Noses line, which it's still on the Snif website, it's just under a different category. These tend to be more unique scents that maybe not everyone would be into. So I don't know if these are like on Ulta or anything, but I was actually so impressed with Naughty Nonna. This is supposed to be resembling your grandma's fruitcake, basically. But this truly to me smells like Pillsbury orange cinnamon rolls. It just brings me back. It is so good. I've never tried a fruitcake, I've never smelled one, but I really enjoy this a lot, and I think this is so fun. And if you guys like Crumb Couture from Snif, these have very similar kind of bases where they're very edible, very flaky. I think you will like this one too if you want something slightly more fruity. But truly, all I can smell when I smell this is Pillsbury orange cinnamon rolls. And then I have to say, Honey Sweet has been kind of a surprising one as well. I think this is actually a collaboration with an influencer. They do a lot of collabs, I've noticed. And this is like true honey and like lavender. So It's not like the most edible, but the honey note is very prominent in here. Sometimes honey is a little too much for me, but I like the lavender notes because it's very like nighttime, calming, something I'd wear maybe before bed. And the longevity on this one is excellent. I know sometimes Snif longevity isn't always the best, but their perfumes are like $65. They're really, I would say, affordable for perfumes. Most actual perfumes retail for at least $100. But yeah, Honey Sweet is nice. This is not something I would wear all the time. If I was going to pick one or the other, I do like Naughty Nona a bit more. This one's not quite as strong though as Honey Sweet or long lasting, but I think it's fun and I really enjoy it. If you don't mind the longevity of Creme Couture, you'll probably like this one. I know a lot of you guys were asking about this one. I finally have a chance to review it here. I've had this in my collection like a month or so, but Auntie Anne's actually came out with a perfume that's supposed to be reminiscent of their pretzels. It's literally called Ode to Pretzel. It smells very good in my opinion. Again, a kind of almost cinnamon scent. Like there's cinnamon sugar pretzels with a lot of butter. That's what I get from this. It really is gourmand. It is edible. It is a little reminiscent of the cinnamon rolls from Theodores Kalotinis. I think this one's a little more authentic, but this is nice. I don't hate it. I think it's actually pretty good. And I know they had this on pre-order. I don't know if it's still available. It sold out the first day and then they put up a pre-order for it. So I ordered this like forever ago. I think it launched in the summer actually, but surprisingly, this is pretty good and definitely fits for Auntie Anne's pretzel perfume. Because you know when you walk into the mall, you can smell those pretzels right away and it always makes you hungry. That's exactly what I get with this. We have a new brand to my channel that I have not tried before. This is Fugazzi and I got their Vanilla Haze perfume. Now I was pretty excited about this brand because they're actually a Dutch brand. They are from the Netherlands and that's where my ancestors are from, and I'm going to be going to the Netherlands next year. So I'm really excited and I've been trying to purchase some different Dutch brands and become like more acquainted with them because I'm just very curious. Because yeah, I'm super heavily Dutch. Like literally both of my great grandparents on each sides of my family came here from the Netherlands. But yeah, I finally tried Fugazzi and their Vanilla Haze has been trending on social media and I decided to pick it up. They were having like a Black Friday sale, so I snagged it. I'm looking for my perfume strips here. I think a lot of their perfumes have like this kind of nice, soft, airy quality to them, but they are quite long lasting. And this one, surprisingly, when I did spray this, I love the spray of this by the way. It is such a nice fine mist. This reminds me a lot of Bianco Latte, which is one of my faves. It's such a viral perfume. Or Lattafa Eclair. That's kind of what this is giving. It does have a little bit of a coolness to it. Some people were saying it almost smells like mint. I don't necessarily get mint, but I think it's just the coolness in the fragrance. But it reminds me so much of Bianco Latte, like a musky vanilla tonka bean. There's caramel in here, cashmere wood, hazelnut. So a lot of really yummy notes that I like, but it's like Bianco Latte, but a lighter version, like a skim milk Bianco Latte. It's not quite as heavy. I think Bianco Latte has more vanilla in it, so maybe if that one is too much for you, you might like this one from Fugazzi. But I think overall I do prefer Bianco Latte. Now there is some more scents I would like to try from this line. I've heard a lot about their Angel Dust perfume, but I think I'm gonna wait and maybe purchase another one from their line when I go to the Netherlands in April. So it can be like a fun little treat to go to one of their stores and pick out a perfume. But yeah, I think I would have been, again, more excited about this if it did not smell like Bianco Latte to me. But I mean, it's beautiful, it's long lasting, it's quality perfume. If you want to get an idea of how that one smells, if that one's too powerful for you, maybe check the Fugazzi out. Another fragrance I wanted to talk about, this one I've been hearing classified as a gourmand. I wouldn't necessarily say it is like a true edible gourmand, but it is really nice. I just got the Define Me in collaboration with Snif with Steph. This is called Nearly Noon. This did sell out, I saw, for the second time. So Nearly Noon is a heavy fig and rice pudding perfume, which sounds interesting, but rice notes have been very popular lately, and I feel like a lot of nice skin scents, clean girl scents have a rice note. So if you guys like a lot of those clean girl scents like Glossier You. If you guys like Fleur Missing Person, you might like something along the lines of this, but this is very, very strong. And you do get a little bit more sweetness. I was saying in another video that it also has lactonic notes, so it kind of reminded me of the Bath & Body Works milk spray, but like actually having way more scent throw and power to it and just more going on in the scent. But it's kind of like that. If you guys like those milky, creamy, like skin scents, I think you'll really like this one, but like a strong version of those, because like this is intense. Overall, I really like this, and I definitely think this is going to be a compliment getter. We don't all need to smell like desserts and bakery treats 24/7, but it's actually really nice. Like, that's saying a lot. I've seen a lot of people loving this one, even since it sold out 2 times now. That's crazy. You can tell it's definitely a pretty well-loved, popular scent. Okay, this is actually a new brand. I've kind of briefly talked about this one as well, but I had to mention this one from House of Marste. This is Marlene Estelle's new fragrance line. If you guys remember Makeup Geek, iconic. If you guys were into that makeup back when YouTube literally just started, I used to love the single shadows. I would order so many Makeup Geek shadows. They were like the cheaper version of MAC, but performed so much better. And she did close down Makeup Geek, but she has started a brand new brand, and they just launched fragrance, but they will be coming out with makeup too. And she did send me quite a few, but I just want to talk about this one here because I am in love with their Essence Vanille. Now, they do have like their regular perfumes. These are perfumes as well, but these are not quite as strong as the big ones. These are essences, so they are going to be more layerable, but I honestly wear this one on its own. But this Essences Vanille, you can layer with anything to like change the scent or sweeten something up, since scent layering is pretty popular right now. But this honestly like really surprised me by how much I love this and how unique of a vanilla this was to my collection, because I do have so many vanillas. And this is gonna sound so crazy, but when it first opens up, it reminds me of like a s'more. Like, I smell some type of vanilla and graham cracker, toasted marshmallow going on. Not as much chocolate, but I just get the essence of a s'more. And I asked my husband too, I'm like, am I crazy? And he's like, no, I get what you're saying. I can smell that as well. But then the mid and dry down, it kind of turns into more of a citrus vanilla, almost like a better version of Dolce & Gabbana Devotion, where it has that yummy creamy lemon vanilla. This one stays more vanilla heavy than lemon, so you're not getting like cleaner lemon vibes that some people get from Dolce & Gabbana, but it's the lime that actually is giving it that citrus creamy twist. So that s'more thing kind of goes away, and then I get more of like a creamy vanilla citrus, and wow, it really is amazing. I cannot wait to see what else Marlena does with this line. And yeah, this is great for layering. You can layer this with anything to change up the scent and add a little bit more sweetness. Okay, I promise I am almost done here. I don't think I've talked about this yet from Le Monde Gourmand, but they recently celebrated their 10th birthday, and for that they came out with a fun scent, and it's called Confetti Doris. And this is supposed to smell like confetti cake, and this also, it blew me away. This was, again, it's like nothing I've ever smelled before. And while Le Monde Gourmand isn't the most strongest, most long-lasting scents, they are very affordable, and they have some really unique scents in their line. But this one is probably like my top tier favorite, besides Angel Soiree, which I love so much. It's not like a true birthday cake scent, but it's like a fruity, yummy cupcake. It is so, so good. This has so many notes in it too. There is bergamot, apple blossom, hazelnut, rose petals, sugar crystals, vanilla cream, and blonde woods. And it is truly something so special. So yeah, this is one of my favorites from the brand. I highly recommend. And last but not least, let's talk about these two yummy gourmand scents I got from Paris Corner. Look at these. They look like little milkshakes. It is so fun. I've been loving the Arabian perfumes lately. They've been coming out with a lot of really good dupes and a lot of fun unique scents too. And they launched these fun gourmands, and I had to talk about them. So first of all, let's talk about Banana Bliss. As soon as I heard banana, you know I had to order this. I am such a banana lover. And it's hard to find a good banana perfume. I have a lot of good banana lotions, but there's not many brands that try a banana perfume. And this one truly is so fun. It's very tropical banana, like you are on a vacation sipping a banana colada basically. I get a little coconut in here, a little chocolate, some banana. It is honestly so surprisingly good. I wasn't sure if I was going to love it. I get a lot of my Arabian perfumes on TikTok shop because they released them there early, but I think this did just finally hit Amazon, and I think this is going to be such a hit for spring and summer next year. I was trying to look up the notes. It has banana, coconut cream, and vanilla, but yeah, truly I do get some almost like you drizzled chocolate syrup on top. It is so yummy. And then also, in the same packaging, they released this tiramisu speculoos, which to me smells like cookie butter, which is what speculoos is. It's truly so yummy. It's kind of like what I wish Jo Malone ginger biscuit would smell like. Oh my gosh. This smells like cookie butter, cookie dough. I love it so much. It has that very slight speculoos that almost gives it like a cinnamon effect. Again, a little similar to the Theodores Kalotinis cinnamon rolls. This one's a little more heavy though, and this one I feel like is a little bit more wearable. It truly is everything I could want and more. I am very pleased with these from Paris Corner. I think that finally wraps up this fragrance review. I'm sorry this was so long. I tried to keep the review short and sweet. Luckily with Gourmand scents, they are so easy for me to review because it kind of is easy to know what they're going to smell like because they are very comparable to edible things that you've probably tasted or smelled before. And now we are smelling like the ultimate sweet treat. Let me know if you guys have any questions about these. I will have every single one linked down below. Again, a lot of these are on Lucky Scent. If I have discount codes for you, those will also be in the description box. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.